Fuck the rich people that are mad that I wear more expensive shit than they do. I get it cheaper.
Shit start getting wild, man. It start, that 50 start hitting, man. These streets start getting a little more wicked, man.
Getting paid, we're getting laid every day. Kids are disappearing. Only people that can make them disappear without a problem is police officers. Look into that a little bit more, Mr. and Mrs. Taxpayer.
Could you tell me a little bit about life out here?
Amazing. I want to be homeless.
You want to be?
Yeah, I like it.
What are some of the benefits of being homeless from your perspective?
I don't have to answer to nobody. Wake up whenever, go to bed whenever. I've been homeless for going on 6 years.
What did you do before you were homeless?
He wants to be homeless?
I worked at the shipyard for 14 years on the East Coast.
Tell me a little bit about life out here.
I've never heard nobody say that.
I feel like the Seattle government is doing a good job of helping homeless people find housing.
Outreach workers who don't do very much outreach for me, being I'm homeless, if I miss an appointment or something, they get upset with me, or they don't do their fair share, I think, of reaching out. Right now I'm homeless and I don't have a phone, can't keep a cell phone because I fall asleep outside and they get stolen. Can't catch up with her, she can't catch up with me, and she's in court a lot, so.
Homelessness has been an ongoing historical issue in Seattle.
They provide all this outreach for these people and they don't actually provide any outreach. They give them boxes of needles whenever they ask. They're forcing businesses to move out because drug addicts keep stealing. Like, they're all congregated in one area. And then you got people like that one guy that was like, yo, I want to be homeless. I've been homeless for years. Like, what the fuck? That's so confusing. Seattle is a whole different fucking environment.
Problem being documented as far back as 1850. In 2020, the city of Seattle allocated $80 million for the Division of Homeless Strategy and Investment. However, the cost of medical, police, and all nonprofit governmental efforts has cost much more than this across the region.
As far as the government, you guys know it. Government don't care about nobody.
What do you think could be done to clean up an area like 3rd and Pike that has been the way it is on and off for over 40 years?
They gave us housing, and it really didn't do much.
They gave everybody out there housing?
Pretty much. I mean, the people that really wanted it. I mean, you want me to be honest about it?
Yeah.
The motherfuckers that didn't get housing didn't want housing. They're supposed to be in one spot. You weren't in one spot.
So you feel like someone that's homeless right now in downtown Seattle has the option to be housed?
Yeah.
And it's a decision for them to be out in the streets for the most part? Mm-hmm. That's probably surprising to some people.
Well, it's the truth.
That's crazy. I get it from a standpoint of I've been addicted to drugs before. It's like in the same sense of like, hey, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this and I know that I could get sober. It's kind of hard to make that decision to just completely uproot your life and go through, I guess, the consequences of getting off of things, like feeling that way and feeling like you're a piece of shit and having to climb up that mountain that you've put yourself at the bottom at so many times. Like, you can do it. It's totally doable. Shit, I've been sober for 2 years and some change now. I just had to lay on the floor in a fucking nurse's house for 2 weeks. Like, it is what it is. I was never this deep, so I could see how once you get this deep, no matter what anyone offers you, it's just kind of like, fuck it.
Put the time in to really like following what they asked me to do, and that's how I got my housing, my hotel, and then I got into my apartment that I'm in now.
What is the housing like that you received?
I stay in a DESC building, and I wanted to quit doing drugs, but you can't put somebody who wants to quit doing drugs in a DESC building.
Why is that too much temptation?
Everybody there does drugs. Everybody
there's high.
It's just a piece of outside world in an apartment building, pretty much.
How long have you been out here?
I've been on the streets for 10 years. I just got an apartment last August, so I've been indoors for about almost a year.
Do you have to pay anything for it?
30% of income.
Do you like that whole situation, or is there something that you think Seattle could be doing differently?
No, they're doing right for the housing. It just takes forever. If you're a single white male, it's going to take you years before you even get into a place.
Well, you're going to be lost in the list.
Yeah.
No, the tiny house used to be cool. Like, if you didn't have anything to eat, they'd give you fucking a warm meal.
We always get judged by people driving by, people that have homes. They always want to judge us, and they pretended to give us homes, but all that money that they invested, not a single person has been given a home. They say, oh, we will send you, we will call you. How you don't call me? How you don't find me when I'm over here? You need to come over here and find me here. Nowhere else. Like, you don't see me. Why do you need to send me mail?
So you feel they didn't make it easy enough to get a home?
Not like, they made us beat around circles. They did money and they disappear. They buy cars for themselves.
I mean, I feel like it's a lack of effort on both sides. If the people really cared about the job that they were doing, they could have went out. But also at the same time, like, it's harder for people that have mental issues that are out on the street, that have been on here for years on years on years, to go get a P.O. box or to go get a cell phone or to go get this or to go get that so they could be contacted. But also at the same time, like that one guy said, if they really wanted to, they could. But it's just that fear of making that change.
Don't arrest you, bro. They'll come to you while you're smoking, wake you up, take your bubble, take your foil, throw it away. But that's in other states, you go to jail for that shit. People be having wounds and shit. It be crazy out here. Like, some people OD, like somebody might be sleeping, you think. About all the time to be dead and shit. Nigga, every drug nowadays is laced with Fetty, Trank, whatever, bro. You might think you're smoking weed, next minute you're gone. Like even me the other day, I was smoking some weed, I woke up in the hospital.
Yeah, how would you describe Third and Pike?
Damn.
Dangerous. You got to be right, or you're going to get hurt out there. You know what I mean?
What keeps you, staying out here every day?
I'd have to say 100% my addiction. I'm trying to get into treatment again, and it just seems like a never-ending cycle.
How would you describe the difficulty of kicking opioid addiction?
Sometimes I think it's impossible. You'll have months and months of sobriety, but then that conscious of relapsing will be on your conscious because you hold yourself up to that standard. You don't want to let yourself down. But I really want to quit. I'm tired of all this life.
What would you tell someone who's thinking about experimenting with opioids?
Don't do it. It's not worth it.
Facts.
You lose
Especially
everything in
now,
life
bro.
Eventually.
Shit's so
Small percentage
laced.
of us even make it out. This life is so exhausting that I'm living right now. It's like I don't even know if I'd be able to make it.
And you might see a person who's sober, right? Acting normal as shit, like most smartest person all day long. Hit that 50 one time. Turn into like a demon, a zombie or something.
Say hi to the camera, man.
Yeah, man.
It's your boy, Baby KC, man.
Yeah, baby.
A.K.A. Ali, man. A.K.A. Flow like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
What are some things that you think people might not know about being homeless in general?
It's a choice. People don't believe that. People don't understand that. If you don't want to be homeless, you don't have to be homeless. You can get your shit together and, be where you want to be. People choose it because there's no rules. There's no bills, there's no rules, there's no expectations on you. You just chill all day.
It's like the ultimate freedom in a way?
Pretty much. But then it eats away at you. You end up like me, 32 years old, racing to find some type of job that's going to put some money into my pension so that I can live comfortable when I get old instead of working until I'm 80.
What has brought you down to Third and Pike?
Well, I do a lot of drugs. I smoke a lot of fentanyl.
Fentanyl is obviously a pretty hardcore drug. What led you down the path of fentanyl use?
I had cancer when I was a kid, from age of like 13 to somewhere like 17 or 18. We went from like Dilaudid and morphine and shit like that to smoking pills. Kind of progressed into heroin because heroin was cheaper. And
how long have you been addicted to opioids?
And then you accidentally get laced, and then you're just looking for fentanyl.
29. You do the math.
And how would you describe the grips of addiction to someone who's never been through it?
I can't put it into words. I'm not going to try to. I'm just going to tell you that to want to exist in this world, doing what I'm doing, you have to be in a pretty low place in life. I go into a grocery store every night. I steal hundreds of dollars worth of groceries to sell them half price to people who are only willing to pay half price because they know they can get one leg up on me. I walk away with $40, which is enough to do drugs and maybe a soda or two.
Where do you hope to be in like 3 years?
Not dead.
I guess to someone out there that is considering trying opioids for the first time, what advice would you give them?
Fucking
what the fuck
don't.
are you thinking? That's it. That's it. What the fuck are you thinking? It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. Don't fucking do opiates.
I mean, I hope this don't happen to none of y'all.
Tell others about the resources that are out there so people can get off the streets and get some help.
We're all just living a life, life of struggle and addiction right now, but hopefully we overcome this hump. And I want to make a shout out to my family, and I love you guys, and hope to get back in everybody's life soon.
If you had one wish, what would it be?
I wish that I never did drugs. Fentanyl needs to go.
God bless America. Hopefully people will start to actually care a little bit more. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Just don't do fentanyl. Tell your loved ones that you love them, because you don't know, people die every day, man.